Peter, in your opinion, what gas do you think is most powerful when it comes to causing a greenhouse warming effect?
I think maybe carbon dioxide.
You would be actually totally wrong.
Okay.
It is one of the weakest greenhouse gas. The only problem is it occurs in such a huge number when compared to other gases. Its effect is more pronounced, but methane and carbon monoxide have a more powerful greenhouse effect than carbon dioxide.
Okay.
The point to ponder about. I was never taught sex ed in school, okay? And yet I know about a large number of STDs and related stuff.
Can you like give me examples of like
STDs?
Oh no, like how you know this, like where you learned this stuff from?
Okay, I'll give you a very quick example. Yesterday, I asked you guys, okay, you were taught about diversity in school. Did you know anything about it? When I kept repeatedly asking you, what are the points that make diversity good? Were you guys able to answer it?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true. You guys couldn't give me a single answer. But at the same time, I have never been taught diversity in school, and yet I was able to give you answers. Why is that? What you should be thinking is it truly necessary for you to be taught something in school for you to actually know about it? What you should be thinking of. In other words, is it possible for you to learn something from sources outside of the academia? Especially in today's world, when you have free access to the internet. Right? And what is the one major advantage that you have by learning from the internet over learning from school?
It's more private and you can do it at your own pace.
I don't think that's the biggest advantage, Meredith. There is something else that is much more powerful and potent an advantage. In school, you're restricted to what the teacher tells you.
Oh, yeah.
You're forced to accept that whether you know it for a fact or no. But in the internet, you actually are provided the facility to search out the truth for yourself. Right? Why do you think I am asking you guys to go online and check things out for yourself? So you know that I'm not simply bullshitting you, right? Right? That is the true purpose of education. My aim is not to ensure that you guys think that I'm some sort of Einstein, but my aim is to ensure that you guys know for a fact that what you are learning is the real truth. Right? Now, here's another point based on what you have written. You have written that sexual education should not be a mandatory course. It should be an optional one, and attending the course should be up to the individual and their family. Okay? With that point, you have specified that it is something extracurricular. Okay? And it is something that the students should not be graded on. Because if it is optional, then you can't penalize someone who does not take it. Correct? Which means there is no other go but the students who choose it will have to spend extra time in school for no academic benefit. So what are the repercussions of such a thing? That would imply then they have less time for other activities, right? So you need to consider all this. Also, here's another thing you can think of. What should be the difference between sex ed provided to co-ed schools and single sex? Surely you think there is relevance for that here, right? I have a feeling that sex ed schools in sex ed in co-ed schools would be prone to uncomfortable situations when compared to single-sex schools. Don't you think so? Here's one very important factor. Often sex ed is used as a vehicle for political indoctrination.